Hey, we have a 1,500 point battle for you today. My friend has actually gotten some new stuff, so he's actually able to barely squeak out 1,500 points. So in honor of him squeaking out 1,500 points, in fact, also he's using some of my models to double as grotesques. Eldar and Baharoth have joined the enemy army for this battle for fun. Being proxied as grotesques. So I built a whacked out list, most of stuff on foot. Dire Avengers on foot, 2 units of Guardians on foot, unit of Rangers on foot, unit of Striking Scorpions infiltrated on foot, 1 Wave Serpent. You gotta have a Wave Serpent, so 1 Wave Serpent with some 5 Wraithguard in there with a Spiritseer. I rolled for powers and again got Protect and Jinx and Conceal Reveal. A small unit of 4 Jetbikes, 1 Shuriken cannon there in reserve. I have a big unit of proxied Shining Spears. I'm using my Warlocks on Jetbikes as Shining Spears to try out some Shining Spears for once. Inside the unit there is an Exarch with Hit and Run and Laser Lance, and I've got an Autach in here. Just Laser Lance, Banshee Mask, Jetbike in there helping out. They are going to try to outflank in this scenario. I'm going to try to do some outflanking, and I have a Nightspinner. And that's what I got. My opponent, he's got warriors with blaster in each. Ravagers, Racks, and Grotesques, and Witches over there. Unit of Warriors over here. We're playing the Scouring, 2-point objective, 3-point objective, 1-point objective, 4-point objective in the middle, 2-point objective, and 3-point objective over there. And there is no night fighting turn 1. I will go first unless my opponent wants to try and steal initiative. No, gets a 5. Close, but no. Okay, so back in a bit with Eldar turn 1. So rounding up top of turn 1 for Eldar. Man, I got some pretty good luck, gotta tell you. This guy over here hit himself behind that building, took a barrage shot, clipped 1 warrior, clipped the vehicle in it, somehow managed to get a hit on the vehicle, blew him up, blew it up. Oh, sorry, it was a different, it was a guy over here, but there was 1 vehicle over there, blew it up. Totally fluky, first blood, killed 2 of these guys. No leadership for those guys needed. Over here, these guys moved up 6 inches, ran with, they rolled a 2, but then they re-rolled with fleet, ran up into the building, blasted the gun. It was only about 18 inches away, so despite night shields, got in there, got 4 shots from the scatter laser, managed to wreck that vehicle. These guys are not pinned, though. They made their leadership. Otherwise, everything just shimmied around. He cast both powers successfully, so Conceal is on and Protect is on. So these guys now have a 2+ armor save. They're all kind of hanging back over here. Those guys are moving up here. They moved up here because I realized there's no objective in this area. They got to get forward. Giant ball of Eldar death is starting to kind of coalesce over here. This guy didn't shoot. I simply flatted out a little further, kept the shield operational because there wasn't a lot of good targets in range. And we're going to see what Dark Eldar can do to respond here. Come on, Dark Eldar, turn 1, bottom of turn 1. So rounding up, bottom of turn 1, some casualties caused by Dark Eldar. Shooting from this, the Venom, that thing. Eventually 1 guy in there with a long-range gun. Didn't roll very well, but managed to kill. Plus, those guys flying over killed most of this unit, and they decided to run. They're running away. Otherwise, not a lot of other stuff other than 3 vehicles went flat out surrounding my army. Surrounding me, all with melee stuff inside. This is going to be an interesting little turn here. I've got to punch back and try to hurt something. Let's see what comes on from reserve. First, let's start with my little unit of 4 Jetbikes coming on from reserve. They are. I can't do anything about that. And my unit of the Shining Spears with Autach. They're coming on as well. So everything's coming on from the reserves. We're going to see what happens in a little bit here. Forgot to mention, this thing is now silenced. The Ravager took 3 shots, connected. I had a 4+ cover, but I failed it. He made it so I'm stunned. I don't have any upgrades on him at all. So he's just stunned now. Can't really do much other than fire his crappy little gun there. So that is that. So he's down to 2 hull points as well. Okay, we're mid-top of turn 2 wrap-up because there is a big combat starting. Surviving Racks, 5 of them surviving. Lots of stuff killed, about 5 of them. We're charging in there. We're going to have a combat here. What else happened that we managed to rend, not rend, but glances to death? It took these guys, took those guys, but it finally managed to glance it to death only. These guys popped out, but then these Dire Avengers fired in, gunned down 6 out of the 10, and then battle focused towards the middle of the board that way, and now these guys are pinned. They're pinned. I was thinking of potentially charging, but they're already pinned, so we're not going to bother. Over here, shield from this guy fires, explodes that vehicle, killed 3 of them on the explosion. Some shooting from the pistols, killed 2 more. Couldn't do much over here. They decided to come in from the flank this way. Only 2 guys were in range of the 6-inch lance guns. It's kind of, I decided not to squeeze through here because it would have made a mess. But they men in there couldn't do anything to this vehicle, and then jetted 10 away now in the assault phase. Other than that, snap firing over there, shooting with those Rangers into those bikes. Not a lot of luck otherwise. And we got this combat starting. Pretty interesting combat. So what happened here, amazingly enough, with plasma grenades we went first. We got 27 attacks, only got 2 wounds out of it. Got something like 12 hits, 15 hits, but for some reason only got 2 wounds. However, they were enough to kill 2 guys because their swords are AP6, so we took away their little 6+ armor save. This guy only put a couple wounds in. He went last though because he doesn't have plasma grenades. They put 2 wounds into me, but because of my 2+ armor save given by him, they were just too hard to get through. Managed to beat them, but we couldn't cut them down. They ran away. We rolled pretty low for initiative, so they ran that way. We're going to come back again with turn 2 for Dark Eldar. Man, they need to, these grotesques and HQ need to do something nasty this turn. Here we go. Okay, rounding up the end of bottom of turn 2 for Dark Eldar. A really interesting combat just finished here. We're just leaving the model just to show you what happened. My friend made a brilliant move. He jumped out over here, decided to double charge the vehicle and the unit because melee strength 7 attacks, the best way to kill these wave serpents, as opposed to trying to fire like lances and things at the 4+ cover, all that stuff. So he managed to double charge. Overwatch put 1 wound into him, but not enough to kill Grotesque. Combat, man, these guys shredded that vehicle. So we attacked, put 1 wound in from our unit, didn't do very much. Exploded the vehicle, explosion 5 inches, wounded 2 guys over here, made the armor, wounded everybody, wounded I think 5 or 6 guys here. 4 of them died for a combat res. Wounded 1 from that thing. Destroyed this thing, ran them down from combat, obliterated these guys. So these guys are dead. And my friend here is going to be moving into the crater. We're going to find a crater. We're going to put a crater down where this vehicle used to be. And he's sitting there with his awesome Grotesques and Urian Rackhearth. That's who's part of the unit. So it's back with that. Now what else happened here? So much shooting. Venom, lances. These guys into rapid fire range only killed 2 of these guys. Oh, but we forgot to make our leadership check. 2 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 2 out of 9. So no, it's not enough. Not enough for leadership checks. Got to be 2 out of 8. Okay. So bad luck over here. Only killed 2 of these shining spears. Man, so we're going to have some time to ravage this side of the board here. These guys continue running. They need insane courage, but they didn't make it. They keep running away, and that is it. We got to respond with these guys here. Try to go in there. Oh, sorry. Also, Heat Lances over there. He was a sitting duck because he was stunned. I didn't buy him Spirit Stones, and he just got exploded. And no luck over there. He's dead. And that is it. They were pinned, so they're sitting around, and we're going to try to respond here, becoming a bit of a better battle. And back to rounding up. We just called the game here because what happened? Everything shifted around. These guys were about to shoot into there. I was about to shoot a little bit of stuff, not a ton of stuff in the bikes, but over here what happened? Spirit Mark gave these guys 2+ armor and shrouded again. Spirit Mark on them, fired in, 4 instant kills, all of them failed, 5+ anyways. So my friend's just given up there because these guys are about to ravage this side of the board over here. And so we've just called it there, you know, a bit of a demoralizing game for Dark Eldar, although that was a pretty good move to shred the vehicle and get into the heart of my army. It's too bad I caused so many casualties. The most shocking moment of the game, first shot, dinky little barrage. I hit a guy clipping the Ravager, and the Ravager exploded. Unbelievable. I wasn't even expecting to get that lucky, but strength 8 against vehicles, man. It does it sometimes. But yeah, sorry about the game there, but no, it was fun near the end there. Unfortunately, just it was too little, too late. But next time.